Right, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We're just going to wait for a few more people to join in before we start the quiz.
Sam Jags. Who's SJFA? Shafiq Ghavani Football Association.
100%. 100%. That's my bet. We're just I'm going to start the Insta Live now.
Shafiq Ghavani Football Association. Vargies is obviously Uncle Mo and Co.
100%. I think they should answer separately. If you guys can hear us.
Karawali.
Right, I'm going to start the Insta Live.
Let's see how many of the squad join.
You need to join the Insta Live and then I can go live with you. Adios.
Yep. Send request.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone on Insta. We're just going to wait for a few more people to join in. Well, it's only Samir at the moment. He's already in the quiz. So we'll wait for a few more people. Is there a way to...
Mariam V. Merali. S. Dot.
Oh, I need to turn my sound off.
Got an echo. Oh, nice. Askari. Welcome.
Can you hear the echo now?
A little bit, but not a lot.
All right.
I don't know. You can't have it on mute on Instagram. All right, someone's showing me some love. Who's that?
All right, so guys, if you haven't joined already, if you go on Slido and use the hashtag SJFC and enter the quiz that way. Yeah, so is there no way? I can't mute the audio coming out of my phone.
Can you pin my comment?
Yes, I have pinned your comment. I have an idea. Okay. Alibas, can you speak for a little bit?
Hello. Oh, like you meant. So basically, the Euros is a...
Sorry, guys, we're just sorting out some technical issues.
The Euros is a...
Before we start the quiz. In the meantime, go on to slido.com and use the hashtag SJFC. And if you aren't already, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube. Just sorting out some technical difficulties.
What technical difficulties? I'm ready, bro.
All right, Alibas, can you speak?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear an echo?
Yes.
1 second.
By the way, it's Maz who's having the technical difficulties, not me. I'm not an IT guy, but I know my things.
Can you turn your audio off on Insta?
It's in core volume, yeah? It's your core volume.
Yeah. It's all the way down.
Mine's on 2, so...
Yeah, mine's all the way down.
Kamalucius has joined. All
right, Coach, if you're free, go on to slido.com and enter the hashtag SJFC.
We've got... I can't see. The logo's blocking how many people there are in the quiz.
Only 8 so far, so we'll wait for a few more to join.
Come on, people. Where are you?
I'm not sure if people know we're live yet, so I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join. All right, we've got some more numbers coming in through now. Well, 9, 10.
Rusty.
Sir Fat Cow.
Who could that even be? If you're Sir Fat Cow, drop us a comment or something so we know who you are. Actually, if you want to stay anonymous, feel free.
We'll wait for a few more people to join before we start the quiz. Just remember, go on to slido.com and use the hashtag SJFC. And if you're not following us on Instagram, it's at SJFC official. And if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, our channel is just SJFC. So if you want to go onto youtube.com and put SJFC in the search bar, I'm sure we'll come up. We've got some new videos we just released this week, a couple of teammates episodes. Definitely worth a watch.
There's 11 people. Kamel. Welcome, Kamel.
All right, we'll give it a couple of more minutes and then I guess we're going to have to just make a start.
12. Who just joined? Mohammed Suma. Sumo.
Should we give it till 10 past and then we start?
That's 2 minutes. Yeah, go on, Maz. Give us some interesting facts about the Euros.
It's a bit hard giving them away, giving interesting facts without giving some answers away. All my facts are in the answers. Do you have any interesting facts for the Euros?
The Euros, it's actually a competition that's based in Europe.
That's an interesting fact.
European teams. It's similar to the World Cup, but it's just in Europe, and it's every 4 years.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
So that is as much as information as I know. But if you ask me facts about SJFC, I know everything.
Go on. Give me some facts about SJFC.
Mirali Mirali.
Who was the Coaches Player of the Year last year?
Coaches Player of the Year, I believe, was Gibran Pirabai.
That's correct. And who is our biggest fan?
Our biggest fan is Uncle Mo.
That is 100% correct.
And Uncle Mo, if you're watching, Uncle Mo, we love you. Yeah. So please provide them assists next season. We need those assists.
All right, we've got a few more people. 14 have signed up so far.
Instagram Live is slacking with 2 viewers.
Yeah. Well, the people are joining and leaving straight away. I think they're a bit shy.
Or they're just 2 left feet. Who could that be?
Oof. I'm hoping it's someone who's left-footed. Yeah, maybe. All right, we'll give it 60 more seconds and then we will begin the quiz.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention there is a prize, £20 Amazon gift voucher up for grabs for the winner.
So if you are the winner, make sure you message me or Ali Abbas or DM us
on SJFC Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And just take a picture at the end where it says you're the winner and just to show us, and then we'll get into contact with you.
Regarding your prize. I think it's 10 past 7 now, so I think we should begin.
We have a comment on Slido. Sir Fat Cow is my Pro Clubs player name. Sorry. I will remain anonymous until I win. So confidence from Sir Fat Cow. But
you make comments on Slido.
As in it was a Q&A. It's 10 past. Should we make a start?
Let's begin. Let
us start the quiz. So the way this works is, I'm sure some of you have used Slido before. The question will appear. There is a slight delay between the live stream. So I will roughly give around 40 seconds just to see. But if everyone's answered before then, I'll just reveal the answer. At the end of the question, it will show how many people have got the question right. And we'll go from there. So I'm about to start the quiz in a few seconds. And let us begin. All right, so the first question, how many cities were supposed to host Euro 2020? Is it A, 10, B, 12, C, 14, or D, 16? Ali Boss, do you reckon you could name all of the correct cities after we reveal the answer?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I was actually meant to go to the Euros this year. I was meant to go to the opening game.
Do not reveal where that is, because I think that is
I'm not going to. But unfortunately, COVID-19, Corona got in the way, cancelled it, and instead I was stuck at home.
That is unfortunate. Well, I think everyone has answered. We've got all 14 answers. So let's lock the voting and show the results. So 64% of you said 12, 14% said 10 and 16, and 7% said 14. Aliwas, what would your guess have been? Or do you know the answer?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know the answer, and I'm going to go with majority and say 12.
That is the correct answer. How many can you name?
England.
Yep.
Italy.
Well, it's cities, so if you can name the cities.
London.
Yep.
Rome.
Yep.
I believe Baku was one of them.
Yep.
Munich.
Yes.
Cardiff Principality?
No. So I'll go for. So there's Amsterdam, Baku, Bilbao, Bucharest, Budapest, Copenhagen, Dublin, Glasgow, London, Munich, Rome, and St. Petersburg.
Where's St. Petersburg?
Russia.
It's a bit far.
Bit of a trek. Next question. Germany and Spain hold the record for the most European Championships won. How many have they each won? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? How many would you actually? We'll reveal how many you think is the right answer after the question has been revealed. But 10 people out of the 14 have answered so far.
I think this is quite a simple one, to be honest.
Yeah, we want to start off easy, get everyone warmed into it until we hit them with a couple of difficult questions. So 12 people have voted. We'll wait for the last two. We'll give a couple more seconds. At 14, everyone's voted. 15, we've got some more people.
Join the Insta Live, we're on slido.com/user #SJFC to join the quiz.
And join us on YouTube as well to
hear us,
live,
watch the stream.
I think we've got a few more people who've joined because we've got 16 votes, and I'll reveal the answers now. So 75% of people went for 3, 25 went for 2, and none for 0 or 4. I can reveal again that the majority are right again. So
Spain and Germany on 3.
Yep, Germany won theirs in 72, 80, and 96, and Spain won theirs in 64, and then 2 in a row in 08 and 12.
And France are just behind on 2 wins, I believe.
I think so too. I think you're right on that one.
They could have won this one after their success in the World Cup.
They're probably the favourites, I think.
But I think England were the favourites.
It's some patriotism right there. All right, next question. Which country is the current Euro champion? Is it England, Germany, France, or Portugal? Uncle Mo, I know if you're watching, you probably think these questions are too easy, but I promise you they do get more difficult.
Uncle Mo's probably wondering where the option for Liverpool is.
Or SJFC.
Yeah. We're not there yet, but soon come FA Cup.
FA Cup soon, inshallah.
Yeah.
We've had 12 votes so far.
Man United coming for an away game at Stanmore Rugby Football Club.
Don't you mean Watford Sun Sports?
No, but this is 5 years' time, so when we've got like a permanent stadium.
Oh, of course.
Opposite the mosque, you know.
All right, I'm going to give 10 more seconds for everyone to give the right answer. Which country is the current Euro champion? Is it England, Germany, France, or Portugal? I have 14 votes so far. I'll give it 5 more seconds before I lock in the votes and see what you guys have answered. And let's lock the votes now. So, majority going for Portugal and a few going for France. Ali Bas, you know the answer, don't you?
The answer is Portugal.
That is correct.
They won the last Euros. I'm not going to say who scored because I believe...
That is the next question. However, For the 7% who voted France, they won the recent World Cup, not the Euros, and they lost in the finals to Portugal in France, I believe, in the last Euro finals.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
So the next question, who scored the winning goal in Euro 2016 final for Portugal? Is it Cristiano Ronaldo? Is it Bernardo Silva? Is it the best player in the Premier League, Bruno Fernandes? Or is it Eder?
Such a United fan.
I mean, I can't help myself.
Best player in the Premier League is easily Kevin De Bruyne.
I would say he's third behind Bruno and Pogba. but that is also because I'm a United fan.
So am I, but I can appreciate good footballing talent when I see it.
All right. Who scored the winning goal in the Euro 2016 final for Portugal? Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva, Bruno.
Ronaldo.
Oh, God. For those of you who just joined, it is slido.com, #SJFC. We are also live on Instagram and YouTube. We've got some audience Q&A. Are we moving to the rugby car park? Nice clubhouse.
We're working on the logistics.
All right. Most people have voted. I'm going to lock the votes. And 7% have gone Cristiano Ronaldo. 93% have gone Eder. And the majority, I can confirm, are correct. These are still the easy questions, so don't worry, Uncle Mo. It is going to get harder. Moving on to the next question. Which country was the last host nation to win the Euros? Is it Italy, Greece, Netherlands, or France? So this is a country that is hosting the Euros and also winning it.
Won it.
Well, this is a tough one. This is a very tough question.
I'm trying to think back to. I think I know the answer.
We'll ask you for the answer before we lock in the vote.
Don't ask me, because if I'm wrong, then it looks bad.
That's all right. We're not many people are watching. It's only like 20 people. This is actually taking a lot longer for people to respond, so it's definitely stepped up in difficulty.
Time to Google.
Oh, yes, please do not cheat. God is watching.
God is watching indeed.
Hellfire is hot.
Exactly, it's garam.
So we've got 15 votes. I'll give it 10 more seconds before I lock in the votes. And before we ask Ali Abbas what he thinks the answer is before we reveal.
All the options, because I can't actually see the options on our screen.
It's Italy, Greece, Netherlands, or France.
Right. By process of elimination, I think I've got it.
All right. I'm going to lock in the voting. This is actually a close one. Not more than 50% voted on a single answer.
Oh, I might be wrong then.
Who would you have voted for?
Oh, I thought it was Greece.
So I can.
2004, wasn't it?
So I can confirm the answer is France. So 2004 was actually held in Portugal, but Greece did beat Portugal in the finals.
Greece won it, right?
Yeah, Greece did win it.
Greece hosted one before that.
I have no idea. I should have done my research. But
what year was this? France in 1982.
I think I have the 1984. So
was close.
Good guess actually. Italy have done it in 1968 and Spain have done it in 1964. But since then, no host has actually won the Euros. Let's move on to the next question.
Could have won it. Could have been this Euros, because everyone hosted it.
That's very true. So which country has made the finals the most amount of times but never won? Is it A, Yugoslavia, B, England, C, Belgium, or D, USSR?
USSR is Russia?
Soviet Union, technically, I think.
Oh, why are they different?
I am not a master of history, so I probably am not the most qualified to answer that question. But I believe USSR, Soviet Union, was a collection of modern-day countries, including Russia.
So that's cheating, then, isn't it? Because they have more teams more players to pick from for their team, innit? Because they've got.
But this is as a
countries.
But this is as a country. So they used to be a country.
Yeah, but it was like a big country, a bigger country than it is now, right?
Yeah, it used to be bigger. So this one, 12 people have voted, 13 people. So I'm going to give it another 10 seconds, 20 seconds, before I lock in the votes. So this is the country that has made the finals the most amount of times, but has never ever won the Euros. Yugoslavia, England, Belgium, or the USSR. Uncle Mo, I did tell you these questions were going to get harder, and I'm going to lock in the votes in 5 seconds and see how everyone has voted. And that is the time. So very evenly split. 29% going Belgium and Yugoslavia, and 21% going England and USSR. Who would you have guessed, Ali Abbas?
I think it's going to be like a rogue one, like Yugoslavia or something.
That's a very, very good guess. It is Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
So Yugoslavia have made the finals twice in 1960 and 68, and never won it.
That's unfortunate for them.
It is unfortunate. For those of you just joining, it's slido.com and use the hashtag SJFC. Or if you go into our YouTube channel, the channel name SJFC, we are live on there. Let's move on to the next question. All right, question number 7. Which country has scored the most goals per game?
Rashford.
That's actually Sturridge. Oh, it's Rashford.
I know it's Rashford.
Yeah, my bad. All right, is it Albania, Wales, France, or Ukraine? So in their history in the Euros, who has scored the most amounts of goals per game?
Is that Vardy in the back, number 11?
That is Vardy in the back, correct. That was in the last Euros, I believe. I think Sturridge scored a last-minute winner.
In the last Euros? 4 years ago? Rashford was like 16. Surely not.
Surely not. Well, it is him. It is him. I remember him in the build-up to it.
In the Euros?
So, yep. All right, we've got 8 votes so far. So I think the quiz is getting a bit tougher. People are taking a lot longer to release their votes. I'll give it another 20 seconds before I reveal the answer. But I think 15 votes. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds and before I lock in the answers, and then Ali Abbas will give his guess, and we'll see if he's right or not. And the votes have been locked. Majority going for France. Who would you have voted for, Ali Abbas?
I could not tell you.
What would you have guessed? France.
Yeah, but it's probably not France. It's probably like Albania or something.
Actually, Wales. Yeah. So last Euros, I think was their first Euros. They scored 10 goals in 6 matches.
Oh, so, wait. How many of them were Gareth Bale?
That would be telling. And I think another question later on might be linked to it. So we'll move on to the next question. Which country has conceded the fewest goals per game? Is it A, Iceland, B, Norway, C, Sweden, or D, Russia? For those of you just joining, it is on Slido using the hashtag SJFC, or if you go onto our YouTube channel, we're live on there as well. Our channel is SJFC. Please subscribe. And if you're watching on YouTube and not following us on Insta, we are at SJFC Official if you want to give us a follow.
Is this fewest goals per game in the Euros?
In the Euros.
That's just the Euros tournament, not the qualifying and all of that.
Yes. So unless stated in the question, everything is just the Euros tournament.
And how far does this go back? Like the first ever Euros?
First ever Euros. So this is in all Euros history.
When was the first ever Euros? Is that a question?
I can't remember if that's a question or not, so I'm not going to say. We got 14 votes. Let's lock it in. Ali Abbas, who do you think the correct answer is?
I think it's Iceland, you know.
I have a feeling that is 50% have gone Sweden and 43% have gone Iceland. I think this is the biggest upset so far. It's actually Norway. So they're benefiting from playing a few amount of games. So they've only conceded 1 goal in 3 matches. So it's 0.3 goals a game. And yeah, I told you, Uncle Mo, this quiz is quite hard. I did test it out, and
test
subject got less than 50%. So apologies if you find this difficult. I'm sure everyone is as well. Moving on to the next question. Which player has featured in a squad at the Euros the most amount of times? So this would be a player that has been in the squad list and not necessarily made an appearance. Is it A, Gigi Buffon, B, Michael Ballack, C, Iker Casillas, or D, Zlatan Ibrahimovic? This is a tough question. A couple of really old players in here, and players who've made a lot of appearances for their respective countries. Yeah. Do you remember
the picture?
He was in the Euros last year. I remember his jogging bottoms. It was I think he was the oldest player who played in the last Euros.
Is that a question also?
It's not a question. I've chosen that picture deliberately. I can't tell you his name.
What team?
But I can't tell you that. I don't know. As in, I can't, not because it's an answer, but because I just have no idea. 15 people have voted. I'm going to lock it in.
What's that? Pepe Reina.
It does a bit. He's still playing, I think, for
Villa.
Yes, for Villa. So 67% have gone for Gigi Buffon, 13% gone Michael Ballack, and 20% have gone for Iker Casillas. And the 20% are correct. So I've got some facts to back that up. So he's been in 5 squads from 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016. But he didn't actually play in 2000 or 2016, but he was still in the squad. I think Buffon had 4 appearances. And I think he might have played in all of them. But Casillas is the correct answer with 20% getting it right. I did tell you guys we're starting a bit easy. And Kamalucius is saying he would vote for Tos. I think Tos is probably, if SJFC were in the Euros, 100% Tos would have featured in the most amount of squads.
Tos would also be the guy in the trackies. Although he wears 3/4, but...
Yeah, I think he does wear his 3/4 for games. Moving on to the next question. Who is the youngest player to play in the Euros? Is it A, Theo Walcott, B, Jetro Willems, C, Ansu Fati, or D, Kylian Mbappe? Some of you might know Mbappe as third out of Rashford, Greenwood, and Mbappe.
Oh yeah, Mbappe's third. He's not the best out of the 3.
Definitely not.
I think top has to go to Mason, Pele, Greenwood.
Yep, 100%.
Class player. I'm not saying that biasly, but
well, we know. Well, Kamalucius says posted thinking it's Theo Walcott. We'll see if he's correct in about 10 seconds when we lock the votes.
Has he joined on Slido?
I don't know. Coach, if you haven't already, go on to slido.com and use the hashtag SJFC. And I'm sure you'll be able to catch up because I think quite a few people have got some questions wrong in this one. I'm going to lock in the results now. 29% have gone for Theo Walcott. 57% have gone for Jetro Willems. 7 have said Ansu Fati, and 7 has said Kylian Mbappe. I think Jetro Willems plays for Newcastle. I think he's a left back. I think I had him on Fantasy League a few game weeks ago. I can reveal that Jetro Willems is the correct answer.
Who does he play for?
Netherlands. So he was 18 years and 71 days in a match against Denmark in 2012, making him the youngest player to ever play in the Euros. Moving on to the next question. Which player has scored the most amount of goals in a single Euro tournament? So this is not including qualifiers. Is it Ronaldo? Is it Puskas? Is it Platini? Or is it Alan Shearer? I think the goal of the year is named after Puskas, isn't it?
Yeah. Giroud won it one year, didn't he?
I think so. Was it the scorpion kick?
Yeah.
I think Salah won it one year, but that was not the most definitely not the best goal out of the selection. I think it was like, when Arsenal players get voted on Twitter polls. I think it was one of those ones. I think Egypt fans love Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, la la la, la 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 la. Do you remember all of those chants last year?
Yeah, the Egyptian king.
People were going to McDonald's and asking for Mo Salad. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was such a long time ago.
In that famous, the overused Fantasy Football League team name, Chicken Tikka Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, yeah.
All right, we've got 15 votes. I'm going to lock it in. 47% have gone for Michel Platini. 33% have gone for...
Is that how you pronounce his name?
I'm going to go for it and hope it's right. 33% have gone for Ferenc Puskas. 13% have gone for Cristiano Ronaldo. I can reveal that the 47% are correct. And he actually got 9 goals in one tournament in 1984. Ronaldo also has 9, but this is over 4 tournaments, not in a single tournament.
Single Euros.
Yep. And that is actually the record for most goals in in all Euro history, and he got it in one tournament. I think he scored 2 hat tricks in that tournament as well. Which keeper has conceded the most goals in the Euros of all? So this is collectively.
Easy. Bunting for the away keeper.
I think Ali Kamal might vote Tos on this one as well. Actually, Tos has been quite good for us this year. Hussein Purbai saying yes, it is. I think in reference to how to pronounce Michel Platini.
He dropped a little emoji there as well, but my vision doesn't stretch that far.
It's a facepalm emoji, so I think it might have been obvious that it was pronounced that way.
Which keeper has conceded the most goals in the Euros? Hussein Purbai said, any Arsenal keeper.
There's actually
he must be buzzing after that Spurs win.
I didn't end up watching it, but I saw the first 2 goals, and they were...
Apparently, Lacazette scored a nice goal.
He did, and then literally a minute after that, Kolasinac actually gave Son a free goal.
Yeah, and then Toby came in with a little towering header.
Yeah, I got rid of Son last week in my fantasy league team, and he's for Pulisic, and Pulisic didn't do anything this week. So 14 people
battered by Sheffield, Chelsea.
They did. Sheffield United doing the good deeds for United. 14 people have voted, so I'm going to lock in the results. 57% have agreed with Hussein Purbai and gone for the Arsenal keeper at 57%. 21% have gone for Iker Casillas, 14% have gone for Fabian Barthez, and 7% have gone for Edwin van der Sar.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Barthez. That guy was a fraud.
Yeah, he was not there. I don't know how he got into the United team, but we did have a period of poor keepers. But Petr Cech was the correct answer. I can actually tell you he's conceded 21 goals in the Euros. So I don't think his defenders are doing him a solid there, because he was a really good keeper for some time when he was at Chelsea. Moving on to the next question. Those of you who are just joining, Slido.com using the hashtag SJFC. Which player has received the fastest red card? Is it Roy Keane? Is it Carlos Puyol?
Yeah, Carlos Puyol.
Carlos Puyol, David Beckham, or Eric Abidal? Have you ever received a red card, Ali Abbas?
Great question. I don't think I have, which is quite surprising.
That is surprising. I've definitely seen you have some challenges that were worthy of a red card. But yeah, I don't know if you've actually received one.
I don't think I have received one,
I think I've received one for a professional foul, but it was in 5-a-side, so I don't know if that counts.
I'm like Gary Lineker,
Players professional.
Yeah, don't get involved in this makra. So who knows? I might be hosting once obviously the SJFC have started like a league like the Premier League, and we have like a little match of the day thing on Saturday nights. I might be hosting that in the BBC studios.
That is the goal once we're in the FA Cup as well. All right, I'm going to give another 10 seconds before I lock in the answers. Might I please ask you all not to cheat, because I think some people have been changing their answers after a few seconds. So please do not cheat. I know the quiz is a bit hard, but please do your best.
Oh, you've dropped off Insta Live. I'm dealing with a person with a dodgy internet connection.
Is it mine or yours?
I'm fine. I'm on here.
Can you hear me on the YouTube?
Yeah, I can.
Ooh, okay. On my Insta, you've got the circles. The buffer
Oh, mine, so you've got the circles.
Let me disable and try again. 1 second. I've asked if you're on the stream, if you could please make a request so I can add you back onto the...
Oh, okay.
We're getting a lot of Q&As from the Slido, actually.
What have people been saying?
Some people are asking for a time limit. So the reason we're not putting a time limit is because there is a bit of a delay. Just while we're sorting out technical difficulties, I'm going to lock in the answers. So yeah, there is a bit of a delay whilst we're streaming. So we're going to give roughly 40 seconds or until most people have voted before we lock in the votes. There's been a lot of Arsenal and Tottenham trash talk on the Insta Live and also on the Slido Q&A. Are you on the Insta Live, by the way?
I'm just joining now.
Lovely.
It was my Wi-Fi, actually. That was the issue.
That's a plot twist.
I know, right?
All right. Well, I'm just going to move on with the quiz whilst we sort out the Insta Live. The correct answer is actually Eric Abidal with, let me check when he got his red card. 24th minute versus Italy in 2008.
Oh, I thought it'd be a bit later than that. A bit earlier than that, sorry. 24th minute.
Yeah, me too. I think Roy Keane's got the reputation of the red card, and I think David Beckham had a famous red card, but I don't know if that was...
He did, I remember that. He spat at someone, no? But was that the Euros or the World Cup?
I think that might... I have a feeling it was against Argentina, so it must have been the World Cup.
I thought.
All right, next question. Which team has been involved in the most penalty shootouts? So this is, games gone into extra time and past extra time and penalty shootouts.
What are the options?
It's A, England, B, Italy, C, Germany, or D, Portugal.
I would know the answer if it was which team had lost the most penalty shootouts.
Or which team has broken the most hearts from penalty shootouts. Definitely...
Can't believe it.
Definitely.
They did win a penalty shootout though recently. Oof.
Who's it? Oh, in the World Cup, didn't they? Against Colombia.
Yeah, can't believe the person who scored the winning penalty.
Who was it?
Eric Dyer.
Oh wow! Don't know what he was doing on the pitch. So we've got 12 votes.
I might be wrong though. Just don't take anything what I say as correct.
That's all right. I'm gonna lock in the votes. And there's been enough time, and I don't want people to Google the answers. Most people have gone for Italy. England getting the second place votes with 33%, and Germany with 8% of the votes. I can reveal majority have got the question correct. So they've actually been in 5 penalty shootouts and lost 3 of them. Do you remember the latest loss with the Zaza penalty?
Zaza?
Do you not remember the Zaza penalty? Where he did the run up.
A basketball player.
There is also a basketball player called Zaza, but
Zaza or something like that.
Yeah, but Zaza took the stutter penalty and then skied it.
Ah, I do remember this.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Which England legend is shown in the picture?
David Beckham.
Is it A, Alan Shearer, B, Paul Gascoigne, C, Bobby Moore, or D, Wayne Rooney? I think this one's for the old heads because I don't remember seeing this player.
It looks like Wayne Rooney before his hair transplant.
It does a little bit. Classic Umbro, 3 lions on the chest.
Three lions on the chest.
I think this is probably bringing a few memories back for people born when this was showing.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
can
if
tell they were sponsored by Umbro.
yeah, not Nike.
Yeah,
I
and it
don't know if
doesn't even. This looks like it was before Umbro even had a logo. It's got some text. Now they've got that diamond logo.
Are they still around?
Umbro. Yeah, I think they're the sponsors of Everton.
I thought Nike bought them. I'm
Nike
not sure.
did buy them. They did, but the Umbro still exists.
Fair enough. I'm going to give it 10 more seconds. 11 people have voted.
I do believe Umbro are the sponsors for Everton, who got battered today by Wolves.
Yep. Was it 3-0?
It was.
All right, I'm going to lock in the votes. I think we might have lost some people because the quiz is a bit difficult. 100% going for Goalscorer, 100% correct. I think it was in the 96 euros, but I'm not entirely sure.
Do not tell you, I was 1.
Yeah, I was 0. Who is the only English player to score an own goal at the Euros? Is it A, Jamie Carragher, B, Glenn Johnson, C, Gary Neville, or D, Paul Robinson?
Phil Jones.
Has he played in the Euros? If he had, I'm sure he would be an option.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't really follow his career, if I'm being honest with you.
I don't know how he's been at United for this long, if I'm honest.
Phil Jones.
Him and Chris Smalling. I think
Chris Smalling was decent in his last season before he went to Roma.
This is true. Not doing so well at the moment.
What, in Roma?
Oh, yeah, I saw a clip of him the other day trying to pass out the back and he just booted it off the pitch.
I thought he was doing all right up until before lockdown.
To be honest, I'm not following Roma that closely. All right, 11 people have voted. I'm going to give it 10 more seconds before I reveal the answer.
Come on, people. £20 voucher up for grabs. At this rate, looks like it's Maz and me who's going to be taking that.
Anonymous has posted Chris Smalling and Phil Jones. Yep, they are legends at United. They probably played long enough for a testimonial. All right, I'm going to lock in the answers. 11 votes. Guys, please don't drop out and don't Google either. Glenn Johnson, 55% is the correct answer. That was against Sweden in 2012. Paul Robinson, do you remember his own goal?
In the Euros?
It wasn't in the Euro. I think it might have been in qualifiers where...
Was it when it hit that TV?
There was like a bubble on the pitch and he went to clear it. And the bubble bounced over.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
I think that might have been technically Gary Neville's own goal, but Paul Robinson was definitely remembered for it.
Yeah, do you remember, I think it was in the Premier League, Paul Robinson took a kick and it hit the TV in the middle of the stadium, like at the top, and it came back to him.
I don't remember that, but I remember he scored a goal.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Who was the winner of the semi-final of Euro 68? How was the winner, of the semi-final of Euro 68 between USSR and Italy decided? Was it A, penalties, B, rock, paper, scissors, C, coin toss, or D, golden goal? So how was the winner of the semi-final of Euro 1968 between the USSR and Italy decided? Was it penalties, rock, paper, scissors, coin toss, or golden goal?
So if it was rock, paper, scissors, how would that have worked? Would the captain stepping up, best out of 3, or how was it first? Like just one round?
I reckon first one wins. Like how we do at Ali Kamal's training sessions when we're trying to decide what teams are playing next. Quick, get a few players, rock, paper, scissors, ching chang walla, and decide the winner like that. We've got 10 people voted. We're going to lock it in a couple of seconds. 11 people voting.
I think we've lost some quiz.
I think I may have made the quiz a bit too
quizzicals.
They might have been discouraged from getting a few questions wrong, but I promise you everybody was. So those of you who are still with us, keep going.
Power through, because this quiz is easy.
So majority of going for coin toss, 18% going golden goal, 9% going rock, paper, scissors. The answer was actually coin toss. Can you imagine if your final got decided?
What happened in this semi-final that it had to go to a coin toss?
So they didn't actually have extra time in 1968. So every knockout game except for the final, if it was a draw, would go to a coin toss. And the final actually did go to a draw, and they had to have a replay.
Why did they not have extra time?
I don't believe it existed, as in no one had thought of it.
What happened before in the Euros before that?
I think same thing, coin toss.
Is that how England won the World Cup in 1966? Just
it might have been
0-0 coin toss.
Uncle Mo, if you're watching, if you can let us know how the 1966 final was decided. Next question. Which stadium is the finals of Euro 2020 supposed to be played at? Is it A, Wembley, B, Allianz Arena, C, Gazprom Arena, or D, Aviva Stadium?
Where is the Aviva Stadium?
I believe Dublin.
And so you got Wembley, then you got Allianz.
Yep.
What's that one?
Gazprom Arena, which I think is St. Petersburg, because I think Gazprom is
nice.
a Russian
nice stadium, you know.
It is a nice stadium.
No, it looks like the Gazprom has a roof on it as well, but I don't know if the Aviva Stadium does.
It's got a cool looking roof, but I don't know if it closes. Two Left Feet says Yasin Valji is awesome at rock, paper, scissors, so I think I know who Two Left Feet is. I think it's Yasin Valji.
What happened?
He commented on Slido saying Yasin Valji is awesome at rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, no, it can't be. Surely it's one of his friends or something.
I don't know.
Yasin is not left-footed.
No, but I don't believe Yasin's friends would be nice to him.
Could be his brother.
I don't think his brother would be nice to him either. So 11 people have voted, 100% gone for Wembley Stadium. That is correct. The semi-finals are actually supposed to be played at Wembley as well. So
when was the finals meant to be? Enlighten me.
It was supposed to be today, right now, actually. But unfortunately, Rona has got to us. Could have been a couple of stops down the net line. Which country won the first ever Euros? Was it West Germany? Was it East Germany? Was it Soviet Union? Or was it Austria-Hungary? I don't think any of these countries exist anymore.
No, I think West and East Germany have merged.
I think so too.
Into one Germany.
They have.
Was there a North and South Germany, or?
I don't believe there was. I think it just got split into two. If I remember.
Is it? Yeah. So, sorry for those of you who are not living in like northwest London. So obviously you have South Harrow, you have West Harrow, you have North Harrow, you have Harrow on the Hill. What happened to East Harrow?
That is a good question. We might have to ask someone who lives in East Harrow and see if they have a.
Where even is East Harrow?
I'm assuming east of Harrow on the Hill, but I don't know. 11 people have answered, which I think is everybody. 36% have gone for West Germany. 64% have gone for Soviet Union, and I can reveal that 64% are correct. And that is actually that was a squad picture of the Soviet Union, so it might have given that away. But
I did have some initials on there that I was thinking could be Soviet Union.
Well, 64% got it correct. Next question: who won the Golden Boot at Euro 2016? Was it Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Kane, Gareth Bale, or Antoine Griezmann? That is actually Torres in the photo who won the Golden Boot in 2012. For those of you who might be a bit confused,
that was Torres at his prime.
I think so. Actually, no, that might have been after he played for Liverpool. I remember Liverpool was he was unstoppable.
Did he not have long hair when he was at Liverpool?
He did. I think this picture was after. I think it was when he was when he was at Chelsea. So 10 people have voted, waiting for one more. 11. Okay, I'm gonna lock in the results in a couple of seconds. It looks like we've got a majority of people voting for one person, so I'm gonna lock it in. 91%. So I think just 10 out of 11 have gone for Antoine.
Was it Antoine?
It was Antoine Griezmann. So what question is this? 20. He's got 6 goals. Ronaldo got 3. Bale got 3, and Harry Kane.
Who won the Golden Boot at the last World Cup?
That's a good question. Do
Not
you know?
Harry Kane?
No, I didn't
Is it
think
not
it
Harry
was.
Kane? He scored like 6, didn't he?
Probably Mbappe, actually. Mbappe scored quite a few in the last Euros.
I believe it was Harry Kane.
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he had 6, and then Antoine Griezmann was 2nd, and Lukaku was 3rd.
Lukaku did have a good World
Yeah,
Cup.
but off Kane's 6, how many of them were penalties?
Probably 4. Which of the following countries have always progressed from the group stage? Is it England, Spain, Sweden, or Portugal? For the Swedish callers out there representing. Which of the following countries have always progressed from the group stage? Is it England, Spain, Sweden, or Portugal?
Thank you, Shafin.
Yeah, SJFC.
Sweden. Representing the Swedes.
The Swedes. 8%. I would love to have a Mance in Sweden. I think that would be amazing.
I don't think it'll happen, though. Apparently, Sweden is quite an expensive country. Like, stuff there is quite expensive.
I can't say I've been. Haven't had the pleasure of going to one of the camps that they used to do. Well, we've got 11 people voted. I'm going to give 10 more seconds just in case there are more people who have joined halfway. But it is looking like we might have an upset because 45% have gone for Spain, 27% have gone for England, and 18% have gone for Sweden. But the correct answer is actually Portugal, who only got 9% of the vote. So Portugal have always progressed through the group stage. I think they got through last time through 3 draws.
That does ring a bell. That's the one they won it as well.
Yeah, they somehow managed to get through to the finals and managed to win it. Next question:
dodgy stuff.
Which player from the following list has the most goals in the Euros? Is it Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry, Ruud van Nistelrooy, or Francesco Totti? All of these guys, I think when I was a bit younger, were in their prime. Who was your favourite player out of the 4?
So we had Alan Shearer,
Thierry Henry.
I think it's got to be Thierry. I don't think I saw enough of Alan Shearer when I was younger to even. Alan Shearer was before my time, I think.
I remember. I think it was before. He was before our time. I think his prime was at. I think early days at Newcastle and Blackburn.
Yeah. Actually,
I used to remember much football back then.
Let's see. He retired in 2006.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen him in his prime.
But 2006, I was like 11. So.
All right, we're locking in the answers as 11 of you have voted. 18% going Shearer, 27% going Thierry Henry, 36% going Ruud van Nistelrooy, 18% are going Francesco Totti. The answer is actually Alan Shearer. This guy seems to have unbelievable goal scoring records. So I believe Alan Shearer has 7 goals in the Euros, and the rest have 6 goals. But yeah, Alan Shearer's got the Premier League goal scoring record, I believe, as well. Or did Rooney?
So. I think Rooney broke Bob Charlton's England record
and
Man United record.
But yeah, I think Alan Shearer still has it. Next question: when was the last time England hosted the Euros? Was it 1968, 1976, 1984, or 1996? Which was coincidentally the year of my birth. It would have been nice to see the finals at Wembley, actually, this year.
It would have, yeah. I believe there was a member of the Stanmore Jamaat who won tickets to the finals.
Really?
Not won it as in for free, but in the ballot. They had the tickets to go.
That would be quite cool.
Yeah, I think I would pay for that. experience, especially if England made it. Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to say only if England made the finals. Oh, we got 12 people voting. We got one more person joining us, which is good. For those of you can still join in, if you go onto Slido and use the hashtag SJFC. Let us lock in the answers. Wow. Just looking at the audience Q&A, we have a massive Theo Walcott fan. I think after every question, he's calling him 3-0 Walcott and raving on about his how he should have won Golden Boots. But the answer is 1996, so the majority of people got that right. I think that's also when that picture of Gascoigne that I showed earlier was in 96 as well. I think they were showing that on one of the channels recently.
Perhaps they've been going through the archives during Rona.
They have. Next question. Which of the following players has scored the most goals in a single qualifying competition? So this is only in a single qualifying competition. Is it A, Robbie Keane, B, David Healy, C, John Dal Thomason, or D, Adrian Mutu? I think Mutu used to play for Chelsea back in the day.
Yeah, it does sound.
The name rings a bell, right?
Yeah.
Robbie Keane, I remember from Tottenham. John Dal Thomason, I remember from Top Trumps. I had a random European players Top Trumps, and he appeared on it. David Healy, I can't say I've heard of him.
He does sound quite famous, David Healy. But I don't know. My football knowledge pre-2001. Nah, I don't even know. Pre-season. Yeah, it's just not good. Pre-2020 is just not good.
I think Uncle Mo has commented on Slido saying, Mazen Ali Boss, our Ant and Deck of Stanmore. Which one are you, Ali Boss?
Which one's the shorter one? That's Deck, isn't it? Yeah, but then Ant is the one who's having like rehab and all of that. So
yeah, that's true.
Don't think I want to be him either.
Sensitive topic. We'll move on. I'll look in the results. 45% have gone for Robbie Keane. 36 have gone for David Healy. 9 have gone for Thomason and Mutu. The correct answer is actually David Healy. I have got his stats in front of me. So he had 13 goals in the 2016 qualifiers.
Who did he play for?
Northern Ireland. Lewandowski has also had the same amount of goals, and that is the current record. 13 goals in a single qualifying competition. Next question. Who is the oldest player to be part of a winning team? Is it A, Jens Lehmann, B, Lothar Matthäus, C, Ricardo Carvalho, or D, Marco van Basten?
I think I know the answer to this one.
I'll make sure to ask you before we reveal the correct answer.
Ask me before you even reveal the percentages. That's how confident I am.
You're feeling hot confident?
Hot confident, exactly. Like a barbecue.
Garum confidence. All right, 8 people have voted. 9 people have voted, so I'll probably end up locking it in about 20-30 seconds. Instagram's gone a bit quiet. We've only got 4 people viewing. YouTube live stream's only got 6, but we've got a few people on Slido, I think, commenting on the Q&A. Someone anonymous has said, I won MAMT once. Congratulations, anonymous. I haven't done that in a very long time. I think it was under 16s probably.
This is like anonymous. Give us some more clues about yourself. Maybe we can guess who you are.
Oh, I think when you had that Rashford picture up, he posted beans.
Wait, could it be Lingard? Oh wait, no, Lingard hasn't won MAMT.
All right, I'm gonna lock in the results. 27%. Oh wait, who do you think it's going to be?
I thought it was Ricardo Carvalho.
I can reveal you are correct. So 27% said Jens Lehmann, 64% said Lothar Matthäus, 9% said Ricardo Carvalho. Nobody said Marco van Basten. So what question is this? 25. Carvalho was 38 years old and 53 days in 2016. He was part of the squad, so he counts as a winner of the tournament. Jens Lehmann is the oldest finalist but they lost in the finals when he made it. I'm not sure about Matthias, but I don't. Yeah, he isn't the right answer. So I'll move on to the next question. Where was the opening ceremony of Euro 2020 supposed to be held? Is it A, Rome, B, London, C, Kiev, or D, Paris? You were supposed to go to this opening ceremony, weren't you?
I was, yes.
That would have been very fun. I don't think I've ever been to an opening ceremony.
I was meant to, but...
Oh, our Insta Live is ending in 25 seconds. So when I lock in... No, I'll start it again, and then we can lock in the answers. So see you guys shortly. I've started the live stream again, so if you want to connect.
Join, yeah, let me just request.
One second. Are you on? It says waiting for you.
It says waiting to be accepted.
Lovely, can see you. So we'll lock in the answers. Where was the opening ceremony of Euro 2020 supposed to be held? Rome got the majority of the votes. So London got 18% of the votes. The answer was in fact Rome. So yeah, you were supposed to go to that, as we mentioned earlier.
It was.
That would have been quite fun.
It would have, but unfortunately, these things happen.
They do, unfortunately. Moving on to the next question. How many managers of countries participating at Euro 2020 have also won the tournament as players? So these are managers who are managing countries in Euro 2020 who have also won the competition as players. Is it 0, 1, 2, or 3?
Could you name the managers of the current teams?
As in who have won it, or in
just in general?
Obviously, not captain, but leader legend Gareth Southgate is England manager.
Waistcoat guy.
Yep. I don't think I know any other managers, to be honest.
Surely you know Germany's.
Is it still Joachim Löw?
I think so. Or maybe he stepped down.
I'm not
sure. I think it is still him.
France is it still Deschamps?
I think it is Joachim Löw. France manager I believe it is Deschamps.
Spain's manager, is it Martinez? No, Belgium's manager is Martinez.
Spain's manager was that guy who was the old Barcelona one. Me?
Luis Enrique?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Wasn't there the whole hoo-ha with him? Or
that was someone else who's supposed to be the manager, and then he accepted the Madrid job or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there was a bit of drama around it. 10 people have voted. I'm going to give it another 5-10 seconds before I lock the answers. Anonymous is saying Louis van Gaal for Holland. Löw got sacked. Someone says I played under Maz's manager. That's probably that might be one of the under 16s I was coaching, actually. I'm going to lock in the results because no one seems to have voted in a while. So 40% said 0, 50% said 2, and 10% said 3. The answer is actually 2. It is Didier Deschamps of France and Guus Hiddink, who is the Netherlands head coach. So I don't believe it is Louis van Gaal. I think it is Guus Hiddink, who won it as a player as well. Moving on to the next question. How many goals did Spain concede in Euro 2012? Is it 0, 1, 2, or 3? Would you say, are you guessing 1?
No, I just Juan Mata.
Oh, Juan, yes.
But I'm going to guess 1 as well.
They were really good in that tournament.
2012.
So they won the Euros, they won the World Cup, then they won the Euros
again.
Yeah, they were pretty.
That World Cup they won. I think they were the first team to win the World Cup after losing their first game.
I think they lost to like Switzerland or someone who's not really.
Wasn't that the World Cup where De Jong like fly kicked Alonso in the chest?
It was the same World Cup. I remember. So I'm a Netherlands fan. I do remember that World Cup because I and Robin missed a few sitters in the finals. What can I say?
I'm an SJFC fan, bro.
Unfortunately, they're not in the Euros.
See that badge on my chest?
It's on mine as well. 10 people have voted. I think we've had a few more people drop out of the quiz. Oh, 11. Okay, now we're back to where we were before. I'm going to lock in the results. The answer... Oh, the people voted 1, 55%, 3, 27%, and 2, 18%.
I hope they haven't gone 1 because I said it.
Well, if they did, they were right.
Oh.
I honestly did not realize I subliminally put a picture of Juan as the background until you mentioned it.
Oh, I'm just a genius then, aren't I?
Can you guess which team they conceded against?
Yes, it was Italy.
Correct.
No way.
So it was in the first group game. They drew 1-1 before they met them in the finals and beat them 4-0.
No way. Oh, man. I'm on it today.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So the oldest goal scorer in a Euro competition is Ivica Vastic. How old was he when he set this record? Was it A, 35 years old, B, 41 years old? C, no, I've messed that up. A, 35 years old, B, 38 years old, C, 41 years old, or D, 44 years old? I can't say I've heard of this player. But,
do you know who he played for?
Have I written it down in my cheat sheet?
I mean, the colours of the top he's wearing, I'd give it away.
Well, I've got the answer. Who do you think is?
I was going to say Poland.
Close. It's Austria.
Damn it.
So, who is the oldest goal scorer in a European competition is Ivica Vastic. How old was he when he set this record? Was it 35, 38, 41, or 44? 11 people have voted. I think that is everyone. I'm going to lock it in. What would you have guessed, Aliobas?
I would have gone for 38 because I feel 41 is too old. Like,
you would have been.
Did Eddie Sheringham play when he was 41? No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but 38 was correct. I have a feeling Ronaldo will probably be 41 and score.
Maybe, but he's superhuman.
That is true. He is superhuman. So 38% of that got it right. Anonymous is saying, why did Pakistan not win the Euros? That is a good question. I have a feeling it's because
they're not in Europe.
That's one. I don't know. I don't think they have a full team either.
The main one is they're not in Europe. They're actually in Asia. And I think they're more predominantly focused on cricket. So
that is true. And hockey, I think. They're quite good at hockey. Moving on to the final question. In the 2006 Euro qualifiers, San Marino lost 13-0 in the biggest loss in European qualifier history. Which team beat them? Was it Germany?
Go on.
Germany, England, Spain, or Netherlands?
San Marino is the team that have I remember it came up on Sky Sports. It had all the lists of the professions that these players actually were. That the goalkeeper was an accountant and the left back was an engineer or something.
It's proper FA Cup third round team. You get firemen and electricians and plumbers. I reckon if SJFC travelled and got San Marino visas, passports, that is our way. That is our way into the Euros. So 11 people have voted. I'm going to give it another 10 seconds, just in case they want to change their answer. I'm going to lock it now. So 64% have gone for Germany. 18% gone for Spain, 18% have gone for Netherlands. That is a surprise. I think I would have voted England because I remember England.
England did beat San Marino, but I don't think it was 13-0.
Yeah, I can't remember the result, but I remember it being quite bad. But the answer the majority have got correct is 64% with Germany. Sorry, yeah. So that was in 2006 for the 2008 qualifiers, and that is the end of the quiz. Let us see who the leaderboard is. I want it to be 2 left feet. Sam Jags. That's pretty impressive. 24 out of 30.
All the way from America. They're not even in Europe.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Mario V coming in second with 21 out of 30. And Valji's coming in third with 20 out of 30 and answering it in a very quick time of 9 minutes 42.
Yeah.
Qasim coming in fourth with 20 out of 30 as well, but a bit slower than Uncle. I'm assuming that's Uncle. And number 5 is Fat Cow, who got 19 out of 30 in 9 minutes and 25 seconds. So Sam Jags, if you want to get into contact with us, we'll send that £20 Amazon voucher your way. That is all for us, I guess, isn't it? Do you want to say
anything? Has just commented on the Insta Live saying DT, which means dead trim. And I'd like to tell you that you have a dead trim, even though you have a trim.
I still haven't got mine post Barber's opening, but midi cuts coming soon on Friday, inshallah.
Inshallah.
All right, that is all for us. Thank you, everyone who has joined. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. The hardest question was which countries conceded the fewest goals per game at 7%, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, because you got thrown off by the
countries that were shown.
Yeah, exactly. Yugoslavia.
All right, that's all from us. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next quiz.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
And
make sure you join SJFC on their next endeavors.
Yep. Follow us on Insta and subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you.